2-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. I got two.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now this throw caught left side and out across midfield down to the 45.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Ready. 10 logo. Two times.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming after you. Snap.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready? 52. 52's the mic. Come, baby. Hey, Charlie. Here goes.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Back to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And his kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but, hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Let's go now. Not a wolf. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw here out to Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Number 5. Double time. Mike 34.
Looking to throw. Tate. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Big hold of the 30. And he cuts it back right. And the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. And even 70 yards on the pickup.
And the Vikings first down.
On the ready. 52. I got you, son.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 14-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Vikings 3, Buccaneers 0.
Here we go. 18 Gator. They were tight. They were tight. 3 down. Mike 35. Give me that ball.
To throw on second down. Tate. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got three.
From the gun on third down. Tate. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Off the play fake. Tate. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Second down and inches. Eluded, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Set, cut. 10, touchdown. Get that one.
Throwing on third and long. Tate. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point forthcoming. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Double dog. That's now second and 6. 35 the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Looking to throw on second down. Tate. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Escaping the pressure right, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Tate. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. They'll roll him out right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. This is the tight end, Fant. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Haywood. Single. Check number 6. Check number 6. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Yo, let's go.
He'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
That's what I do. Pick and choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Let's go, defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score and striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you'd worked on all week long.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll drop the throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Complete to John Ross. A gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Let's go!
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ready. 52 is the mark, boy. 52. You draw perfect.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a plan.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Tate flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Ready up. 52. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
2nd and 14. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Tate. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 21 yards away. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Back to throw. Tate. It's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side. And got his man. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
90, Wolf. 2 times. 4 down. 6-6, pull it high. Hit it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware of ball makeup.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 35's the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
From the gun, Tate, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. Tate, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Tate. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Got a man. It's Brown. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, Tate buying time to us, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Double time.
This is McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
A gain of 12. First down Vikings.
Let's go, baby.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. Pull out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Pocket the dance, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. I give her 1 foul, just to tell her it's 1 now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check it to 10.